maintain a wide stance with our core engaged. For our first exercise, there should be about medium stretch in the band, pulling it backwards. For our second exercise, your band should just barely graze the tip of your nose, almost brushing your face. Bringing your hands up to 90 degrees. The next exercise, your band should just barely graze the back of your head. Next one, we're going to work on our triceps. When doing this exercise, be sure that the band is not twisting too far side to side. You want to maintain a straight line as best you can with the band. In this tricep exercise, we're going to work on both sides. There should be about medium stretch within the band, so even in the relaxed position, there should still be a bit of stretch. Make sure we're keeping that core engaged throughout all of these exercises. Now we're going to tighten the band just a bit. And this one we like to call opening the door. There should be about 2 to 3 inches of space from your elbow to the side of your body. So make sure that they aren't quite touching. Same thing again on the other side. On this stretch, it's really important to maintain a 90-degree angle from your forearm to your upper arm, as well as from your forearm to your leg. Now we're going to loosen the stretch in the band just a little bit, and we call these ones the Chinese cat. Same thing here, a 90-degree angle between the upper arm and the trunk of the body, and a 90-degree angle between the lower arm and the upper arm is very important. Your elbow should be floating in place, not moving. The only thing that should be moving is your forearm. Next, we're going to step on our band with the same foot as the same arm that you're working on. We're only going to do 5 reps of each of these, first one starting with your hand directly in front of you. Next, we're going to rotate our arm out just a little bit, but not all the way out to the side. And for our last one, we're going to rotate our hand all the way out to the side. We're going to repeat this on the other side. We usually just do 5 reps of each of these exercises. It's really important that we're not using any kind of kipping motion during this exercise, and that only our arm is moving. We're not moving our hips, our core, or anything else. Next, we're going to move on to drawing the sword. So now we're going to step on the foot with the opposite foot as we are working out our hand. We're going to start and do an angled sweep across our body. You can't quite see it up in the corner there, but there's also a wrist flick motion included in this exercise. So at the very top of drawing the sword, you should also flick your wrist backwards. Same thing again with this one. Try not to move your hips at all. It should just be your arm that's moving. Now we're going to move on to our wrists. I like to do these standing up, but you can also do it sitting down in a bent knee position. Notice how my palm is facing up, and there should be tension in the band even during the down relaxed position. For our wrist exercises, we're going to do 10 reps of each. Now we're going to flip it so that the palm is facing down. It's also important to note that in all of these wrist exercises, my arm is not moving. You should only be using your wrist. Now when doing this last wrist exercise, you want to be sure that the band is hanging on your thumb side of your hand. And we're going to do an external rotation. There should again be tension in the band even during the relaxed up position. The band should almost be pulling your hand down as if you were holding a can of soda, you would be spilling it out. Now we're going to do all 3 wrist exercises on the other side, starting with our palm facing up. And then moving to our palm facing down. And external wrist rotations. Now bring your fingers together and then wrap them up in the band loosely. We're going to do a finger flick motion within the band to get our fingers nice and warm. This doesn't need to be done perfectly, and it may be a little bit challenging, but the only important part is that we're getting our fingers warm. We'll do about 10 on each side. Next one is around the worlds. This is a shoulder mobility exercise, and you should adjust the band to something that is comfortable for you. Take some time to notice any weak spots in your shoulder rotation. Now we're going to do a shoulder rotation with a twist, and we're going to switch directions. I typically like to do these just until my shoulders feel nice and mobile. You can switch directions and kind of go at a pace that pleases you. Next, you're going to wrap your band around your feet. You can't quite see it here because it's cut out. Maintaining a straight back and keeping your chest up, we're going to do rows. Pausing for about half a second to a second in each row. In this exercise, there should be tension in the band at all times. Now, last exercise, you're going to wrap the band around your waist like so. With slightly bent knees, you're going to bend forward at about 180 degrees and do fly motions. Do about 10 of these ones. If your band is pinching your waist, move it down a little bit more to your hips. Having a longer band also helps a little bit in this kind of exercise. You can see my band is a little bit short, but no worries. And that's all. Thanks for watching.